Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk, the one with the blue circle.
Okay.
Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. How you doing today? Look who it is. Justin Townsend is here. He's the Fairfield High School football coach, and we're continuing our sweep of the TV of the teams that we cover on television. We had Coach Brian Tackett from Salem, from Flora, a couple of weeks ago. We had Coach Kevin Green from Salem a couple of weeks ago, and we're now able to get Coach Townsend in here. Thanks for coming in, by the way.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate that. What is going on in your area today? It is Monday, August 2nd. Let's just tell you a little bit about what you can expect to find around your neighborhood this day and age. Here on the 2nd, it is, like I said, Monday, the Effingham County Fair. That's continuing. Of course, that's in Altamont. And mark your calendars, make plans to attend. They already had the big tractor pull this weekend. Tonight, they are having, this afternoon, actually, they'll continue the harness racing. That's at 1 o'clock today. They call it Big Ten harness racing. I don't know if that is a large race they're going to have or something. I'm not sure. They'll have the harness racing at 1 o'clock today. Also at 3:30 and 5:30 today up in Effingham, up at Altamont. They'll have the creative painting Schützenfest. I'm not really sure. What would Schützenfest mean? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. It sounds like some type of German sausage or something.
That does. Yeah, maybe that's what they're doing. I don't understand painting with sausages, but that's a possibility. Also at 7 o'clock tonight up there at Effingham, they are having the truck tractor and garden tractor pull. This is kind of the local stuff as opposed to the teams, the big pull that they had on Saturday and the one they have coming up later this week. So try that out for size. Also, you can go over to Salem and hang out at the Marion County Fair today. The Marion County Fair is going to go all the way until this Saturday, I believe. And today they have its Kids Day at the fair. Free admission to all the kids from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're going to have a bicycle giveaway. They're going to have free hot dog lunch and ice cream for all the kiddies. Look what they're going to have open. They're going to have a merry-go-round going, the merry-go-round ride, a straw maze, needles in a haystack. I'm not sure that they probably won't do it. Maybe they're different kinds of needles, but that's what they're calling it. Corn shelling day on the farm, hen house, milking cows, gathering apples, potatoes, eggs, all kinds of stuff. Kids age 5 years old and older are encouraged to take a stroll in the country at the Marion County Fair. Go on down to the farm and shell your own corn, dig your own potatoes, milk a cow, get lost in the straw pile. They will have farm animals in a petting zoo, including rabbits, goats, sheep, swine, and beef. Last year, or 2 years ago, back in 2019, they had over 500 kids at their Kids Day at the fair. So if you're in Salem, go ahead and see if you can't find that. Also tonight at the Marion County Fair, the ITPA tractor pull. This just must be tractor pull day. 9,500 Pro Farm tractors, 5,800 modified, 8,500 Pro Stock, and 10,000 Pro Stock. So big tractor pulling going on at Salem today. What else is going on here on August 2nd? Well, August 2nd is National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. You cannot go wrong on National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. This encourages folks to cool off with one of your favorite frozen treats, whether it's vanilla, strawberry, Neapolitan between two chocolate wafers. This dessert will sure hit the spot on a hot summer day. The original ice cream sandwich sold for a penny in 1900 from a pushcart in the Bowery neighborhood of New York City. Had no idea that. Once ice cream sandwiches became popular, recipes for home cooks filled the papers. I like mine like that. That's one with chocolate chip on a chocolate chip cookie on chocolate chip ice cream. That's pretty good, but look at that one. You can do all kinds of different things with an ice cream sandwich. So yeah, go out and get yourself an ice cream sandwich today, folks. That's always something to enjoy. What else is today on August 2nd? this is National Coloring Book Day. National Coloring Book Day recognizes the joy that children and adults alike derive from coloring in pages of design. Okay, now, Justin, Coach,
Yep.
you have a child that is 4, 5, 6, 10 years old, whatever he is. You just told me he's 5.
He'll be 5 August 31st.
Turning 5. He likes coloring books.
Yeah.
Do you ever join in?
Oh, yeah. He does a lot of that with his grandma.
Yeah.
He likes to paint. He likes staying busy in general, whether it's sports, coloring. He's your typical 4-year-old, always going to be doing something, but definitely color books.
Well, you're going to have to go out and get him a coloring book today. That sounds like a nice thing to do. This is a National Coloring Book Day. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this is national. Now, they're trying to get you ready for school coming back. School is coming back, so this is National Stop on Red Week. Stop on Red Week is observed in August to educate the public and bring awareness to the number and severity of intersectional crashes. This event provides a great opportunity to provide safe driving tips and to remind drivers of the dangers of running red lights. I've got a listing there of the top 10 reasons to stop on red. Take a look at them. There are some outstanding reasons. I got to tell you, I was shocked. I was surprised by number 8. Look down there, Justin. 85% of drivers say it's unacceptable to go through red lights, but 31% admit to doing it in the last 30 days. When's the last time you ran? Now, there's no statute of limitations with the police here.
Well, now, is this just blatantly running a red light, or is it's changed, like it's an orange, yellow to red?
I like to think of this as the Elwood Blues. The light was yellow.
Yeah, right. So,
if you call that now, I will run the red light if I'm already out there in the intersection, ready to turn left or something like that.
But, I typically don't just run right through a red light. No.
So when's the last time you did?
No. Well, I asked you, are we talking about there was nothing intentional, but
nothing intentional. Absolutely.
There's that time. Okay, do I need to slam on the brakes?
Yeah.
And what's going to happen?
Yeah.
When
you look at the stoplight, when you look at the stop like it's the drag strip Christmas tree.
Right. So no.
Green means go, yellow means go faster. Do pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make sure you stop on all the red lights. What else is going on? What's on television? What do you want to see on TV today? Major League Baseball tonight. The Cubs are off. The Cardinals are off. The White Sox are off, so none of your local teams on cable are playing. On the ESPN, though, they've got the Phillies versus the Nationals. The rebuilt Washington Nationals, Matt Moore versus Joe Ross. That's on Channel 601. Cleveland takes on Toronto, also on MLB Network. That'll be this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Zach Plesac versus Steven Matz, Channel 599. Olympics is continuing. If you are looking at what's on NBC tonight, they've got the track and field getting fired up. They will have finals in the women's 5,000 meter, the men's steeplechase. That's fun. Yeah. I wish you guys had steeplechase in high school. Yeah. You kind of have to destroy tracks, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and I don't know who we'd find to run that race. Not a fun race.
That is the 5,000 meter steeplechase. That might take a little while and get some people pretty wet. Yeah. Also, the women's 5,000 final and all kinds of good stuff going on the Olympics tonight. Of course, watch your NBC network, and if you don't like that, something else will be on USA, Channel 620, NBC Sports Network, Channel 216, Olympic Channel 607. You'll find something going on over there at Tokyo. This is Justin Townsend. I'm Bruce Dickey. He's the high school football coach over at Fairfield. We're going to talk Fairfield football. We got a couple players here, too. Camden, Robbins, Logan, Kreiter are here, and we're going to bring them in, too. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. Back right after this.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey this Monday morning. Do appreciate you tuning in, however you're doing so. My guest today is Justin Townsend. He's the head coach of the Fairfield Mules and Fairfield Mules football squad. And we're just getting started. Fairfield Mules have had a nice little run of success over the last few years, haven't they, Coach?
Yeah, we've been blessed with a lot of great athletes running through. We've had good stability in the coaching staff, and the kids have bought into what we're doing in the off season, in season, and it's been a lot of fun.
I bet it has. So I'm kind of understating it, folks, because the Mules in conference have a pretty sizable winning streak going in the Black Diamond Conference. It's 34 games?
I think it's 34.
34 games.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've lost track a few times.
Have you really?
And I'm not saying that arrogantly. You just it's not something you.
It's not something you keep in your mind.
And then it's kind of like, oh, we won a few games. What is it now? Obviously, it's a source of pride for our program. But we also know what comes along with that is that we have a big target on our back every single game. We're going to get everybody's best shot, and I think in turn, though, our kids respond to that, and it makes us a better football team. Have
you noticed also, I've kind of noticed that over the past few years, there have been teams in the conference that have had down periods as well as up periods, but I think some of the teams may be using the program, the Mules program, maybe as a goal.
Right.
I'm thinking of Christopher, CZR.
Right.
I mean, they've been on a nice a tough downturn, but Coach Hargroves has coming back pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly thinking about that on the drive over here today. That when thinking about with Flora coming in, but just kind of thinking about going from the NEC to the Black Diamond and the development of our program and how our goal was to get to 5 wins, so we can get to the playoffs, and then it's progressed to, hey, can we go 8-1 or 9-0 and win a conference championship, and now we're kind of at the point where the expectation is we go undefeated. The expectation is that you at least win that first round playoff game,
and that's not easy.
No, and I mean it's to do that year in and year out. And you mentioned about programs up and down,
Yeah.
and when you're, when you got schools that I'm looking at these enrollments, and it's hard to churn out athletes year in and year out, but we've been able to do it, and we lose great seniors every year, and you wonder how you're going to replace those guys, but our kids just keep responding. They keep buying in, and we have kids step up. It's the next man up mentality, and it's just been a fun ride, and we're going to keep it going as long as it can.
The thing is also, though, you and Kurt Simon are still the deans, I guess, of the coaches in the Black Diamond Conference. You're starting your 21st year this year?
Yes.
And Coach Simon is 22nd, right?
22nd or 23rd. I think he was at Carmi maybe a few years before I got to Fairfield, because he was actually coaching at McKendree when I was a freshman.
Oh, no kidding.
And helping there in the spring. He was the coach at Centralia in the fall. But then I think he went to Carmi 2 or 3 years prior to Fairfield, really turned Carmi's program around.
Carmi
had a great run.
Carmi has had a nice run. The problem that we will talk about all kinds of different schools, but Carmi's kind of run into a numbers problem, whereas Fairfield has been able to keep the numbers up over the years. How do you go about doing that?
Well, obviously,
is there a secret to it?
Well, I think winning helps.
Yeah.
Honestly, winning helps. We didn't get to do it the last few years because of COVID, but we've always made it a point to go out and talk to the 8th graders about our program, not just football, all our sports in general, our summer program, and success breeds success. We got, I think right now we're finished up camp. I think we have 45 sophomore through senior players.
That's pretty good.
We got 18 freshmen out, which I'm excited because I had kind of heard over the years that they thought that this might be a class that the numbers might be a little low on. Well, we got 18 kids that haven't missed all summer.
Is that right?
So, I think numbers-wise, and there is definitely strength in numbers, we're as well off as anybody around, probably in an hour radius. So we feel blessed. And I think it's just, the kids get in, and we try to do things the right way and bring them along, and I think it's allowed us to maintain good numbers.
You mentioned your numbers in your freshman class. That's kind of tough to keep freshmen out, probably, since they go in maybe not knowing how many games they're going to get.
Yeah.
Do you know how's your schedule looking? You're probably still looking to schedule some freshmen
games. We play a fresh soft schedule, full fresh soft, so they're going to get 8 or 9 games there, and freshmen are going to play in that along with sophomores.
Yeah.
Some people call it a JV schedule. I don't like to use that necessarily, even though that's what it'll be called on our schedule, because juniors do not play.
Right.
We do not play juniors. We only play fresh soft, and that's kind of gotten the norm here in Southern Illinois. A lot of people don't play freshman football, and if we do play freshman football, I think last year in the spring our freshmen played Heron, they played Murfreesboro, and they played Benton. They played 3 bigger schools, especially Heron and Murfreesboro. So a lot of times we have to play river-to-river schools, or we'll have to play a larger school, just because we play Harrisburg traditionally in the freshman level, just because they have the numbers.
That's what I guess I was wondering, is how difficult it is to schedule for a freshman.
Well,
he's by the way, ladies and gentlemen, new athletic director here too. Congratulations!
Thank you.
He's got a big smile. He doesn't have a big smile. He says, "Gosh, he's got to work well."
No, it's a lot of extra responsibility, but I am excited about it.
That's
definitely. Good. And so the freshman schedule, it's kind of one of those things you play it by ear. You wait till you see where you're at about the end of the first week of practice, and then you just kind of reach out.
Yeah.
First you check with your conference schools.
Right.
Hey, does anybody want to play freshman football? If they don't, then you kind of start expanding a little bit, and you try to get 4 or 5 freshman games, because they are playing the fresh soft games as well.
Yeah.
And that'll be kind of my goal in the fall.
One other one you didn't mention, Salem's got 30 freshmen.
Well, there you go.
So
for somebody to reach out,
somebody to call.
Yeah.
And that is so important when you're talking, Justin, Coach, about building the program and you're getting the numbers up, getting the freshmen in, and that also goes down to the junior leagues and keeping them playing down there.
Yeah, they got great numbers in Fairfield right now in the junior league, I think, and that's sometimes tough because we have the feeder schools and they all play fall baseball,
right?
And that's a lot for kids to go to a 2-hour baseball practice and then go to hour and a half, 2-hour football practice. That's a lot, but once again, I think having success and people seeing that and kids seeing that, you hit on it a little bit. I kind of look at it like if our freshmen can play 4-5 freshman football games, that's 4 or 5 games that the other freshmen and the other conference schools didn't play.
Right.
And I just think it helps us in the long run, and it makes us better. It keeps those kids engaged, and I mean there's no substitute for getting to play in a game.
No substitute for game experience, is there? Well, that's for sure. We'll be back right after this with Coach Justin Townsend, Fairfield football coach. We're going to talk a little bit. I want to see his reaction to how the intricacies of spring football work. We'll be back right after this on Wabash Catch TV. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Justin Townsend is here. He is the head coach of the Fairfield Mules, and we're talking about a wide variety of subjects. All right, I got to know: did you think you were going to get to play football last year? Did you think in your mind had you put it past?
I mean, a year ago this time, it didn't look good. I mean, it really didn't, and especially with. I think a lot of times the media would put things out and kind of maybe get your hope up that we were going to play, and then it's really tough too. You know, where Fairfield's located, an hour over in Indiana, they're playing football. And so it was tough. It really was, especially not just as a coach, but being the parent of a senior athlete. And just, you know, but we persevered through. And
were you pleasantly surprised when you got the call in January that you were going to play?
I was excited. I bet
the team. Tell me how the team reacted.
Oh, I think everybody's excited. I think everybody was on pins and needles for that whole first semester. Just is this going to become a reality, and if so, how are you going to do it? Because there was lots of things too floating around that, well, we're not going to let you play anything until March, and then you're going to have to choose. You can't play both. And so, given the time frame, you know, I think the schedule worked out pretty well. Our basketball team played, I think, 19 games, which I believe was the most of any 2A team in the state. So
really?
We were fortunate. We got all those games in. Football team, we got to play a full schedule.
The 6 games.
Yeah. Well, for what we were
full schedule, same as everybody else.
Well, meaning, you know, some teams didn't get 6 games.
Yeah,
and they got shut down.
And DuQuoin, played like 2 or 3 games.
So, and then, you know, the spring sports kind of went off without a hit. Or I say spring, I guess the IHSA called them summer. You know, and I will say that's one thing. We had kids go to the state track meet, middle of June. We're still doing sports, and then we, and
that's usually a month before,
right? And then we turned around and kind of jumped into the summer stuff. So that's been a little bit of exhausting for some of our kids.
I was going to say, how has it been for your athletes? I mean, they're kids; they can handle just about anything. But
they're pretty resilient, and we tried to build in some time off for them a little bit. Especially
right now, they're in a time off.
Yeah, and they get a dead period now. And from a football standpoint, it's kind of like you had. Collegiately, you have spring football. That's essentially what we had.
Yeah,
we got 3 games, so we kind of picked up where we left off. And
spring football, in that you had no postseason or anything like that.
And I think that was, that's probably the biggest thing. I think some people were disappointed there was no postseason.
Yeah,
and I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I was ecstatic that we got to play 6 football games, so
you take what you get.
Yeah, considering where we were and what might have happened, and so to get those games in was a blessing.
Well, and especially for your seniors. You mentioned you mentioned Landon, but I mean, you had a slew of seniors.
I had a bunch of seniors, and I just felt like they deserve the opportunity to go out on the field playing and get some closure.
Yeah.
So we kind of took the approach this summer. A lot of our upperclassmen are in a good place football-wise, up to speed. So these last couple of weeks of camp, we really tried to bring those young guys along, the fresh, soft guys, and try to get them prepared and ready to roll.
I hadn't really thought about it like that, but there is typically when you're done in October and you start up again and the football season starts up again in August, there's the thought of, you got football shape and then you get out of shape. But if you finish playing in late April, you don't really get the chance to get tubbed up and get out of shape, do you?
No, some do. But just from a standpoint, we didn't pick up a football until really after July 4th. We just wanted our kids to have their bodies healed. We worked a lot in the weight room. We worked a lot on speed development in June, kind of piggybacking from track, a lot of the things that we do there, because we have a lot of guys that do both. And, and then once July 4th hit, we kind of said, okay, let's start transitioning to football mode.
One other stupid question, but I'm good at that. How'd the field hold up? You had put in this brand new field, gorgeous, in the fall of 2019, and you with the full expectation that it's going to be gorgeous in fall. Yeah. How did it handle spring?
Well, it's beautiful right now.
Is it really?
Thick. We were blessed weather-wise, and we, so
you
when
didn't get the mud, did you?
No, and when we realized we weren't going to play in the fall. And you got to predict when you're going to get that frost and that grass is going to go dormant.
Yeah.
And I just talked to our maintenance staff and I said, listen, I think the first frost is coming this date. Let's leave that unmowed and as thick as possible, almost like a carpet type thing. So when it went dormant, I mean, that's essentially what happened. It was brown. It didn't look the best, but we still had a surface to play on, you know, and I mean it.
Were you getting?
It played fast. It did great. Yeah.
I hate to. I'm going to keep following the stupid line of questioning, but did you get Walt's help?
No, we didn't need to do that. Now he might have helped me with when the frost was going to come, but so and that's that's what our playoff game back in 2019. We hosted a couple of them. That's very similar to what it looked like. The field had already went dormant and still looked good. I mean, it's Friday
and played great.
So I mean, it's like any other. That actually with rain and. We keep that grass manicured enough that, I mean, when it rains, it gets off pretty quickly. It's not gonna.
That last game you played in 19, it should have been dormant. It was really cold.
Yeah, it was really cold.
I tell you what, let's do. Let's bring some of the players in. We're going to take a quick break and let you meet a couple of the seniors of the Fairfield Mules, and we'll talk more here in a little bit with the coach about what they've got coming back at Fairfield this year. Also, the new look Black Diamond Conference. Back after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Doing a little direction on the fly here, ladies and gentlemen, as joined here today by Camden Robbins down there on the end. Good morning, Camden. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Appreciate you being here. I'm doing great. Thanks very much for asking. Logan Kreiter here. How you doing, Logan?
Good. And yourself?
I am outstanding. So you boys are football players. Now, Logan, I look on camera a little bit bigger than Logan. Logan is being a nice person right now. He is.
The black jersey's slimming.
The black jersey is kind of slimming. I got to tell you, now, Camden, you're outnumbered by linemen here today. I hope you don't mind that.
No.
And you were a lineman until just this year, right?
Yeah, I played a little tight end last year, and
That's pretty much a lineman in our office.
yeah.
I was going to say, in Fairfield's office, that's on the offense, that's on the line. AJ, stand up, or not AJ, Logan, stand up, don't stand up, but what if you want to stand up? Yeah, he's out of sight. I don't have the camera tall enough. Logan, I called him AJ because he was one of two players for Fairfield last year that were over 6'8", right? Both of you?
He's 6'8", I'm 6'9".
AJ Gonzalez along with Logan Kreiter. How much do you weigh, Logan?
I'm weighing in about 350 right now.
350. The reason I bring that up is because I played football in high school. I was 6'4" and 275 pounds or 280, and we were huge. We were just giants. Well, you must be are you the biggest person that you've played, or have you played anybody your size?
I mean, in conference-wise, it's the biggest person I played. I've seen kids my size at camps around the Midwest.
Yeah.
But in conference, AJ's the biggest competition I've ever played up against in practice.
How big have you seen in camps?
I've seen some kids that are a couple inches shorter than me with my build. I've seen some kids that are probably 6'5", that look like they should be playing in the NFL because how stocky they are. But
is that right?
Yeah. But it's good competition. I enjoy it.
How many camps have you been to?
I managed to make it to 3 this summer. I was on the road for about every weekend for all about June. And
how does that work? Did you go to SIU, or which camps did you go to? And were you invited? And Camden, same thing for you. Were guys invited by the coaches?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of mine were invites. I had a couple. I had an invite for St. Ambrose University for a visit and for to get into the campus tour and to go to the camp. And then I had another camp the next day, but I ended up getting into the Iowa camp. So I went up to Iowa, played in Kinnick. That was a very fun experience.
You played in Kinnick?
Yep, that was one of my favorite camps.
Did you get a chance to meet Ferentz, Kirk Ferentz?
No, but I talked about every one of the other coaches that came up. I talked to them, and it was definitely one of the best experiences I've had.
Camden, what camps have you been to?
I did more private workouts and camps this year, but I went to Memphis for a camp and an unofficial, and I went to SIU for a camp. Have you thought about Murray State? Is your dad trying to push you down to there? Yeah, so I took an official there, was it 2 days ago? I took an unofficial there, and I took an unofficial at SIU in the same day.
Oh, really?
Yep.
How many officials and unofficials do you get? Do you guys have to know the recruiting rules probably as well as coaches now, don't you?
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of not making us worry about that, and they just say come to campus and these are things we can do and these are things we can't. Like at SIU, they had a barbecue, and we had to put forth a little bit of money, so it wasn't against NCAA regulations.
Well, see, now that's what got Bruce Pearl in trouble, having kids in barbecues and stuff like that. That's the barbecues threw me off, folks. That's cool. Okay, so who's looking seriously at you? I guess the folks you've been at camp, or are there some? Are you talking to some coaches from other schools?
Yeah, I went down to McHenry for a workout, and then they end up offering me, which is cool because that's where Coach Townsend played.
Yeah,
and I've been talking to Murray, SIU. I talk to them a lot, and I obviously talk to McHenry still a lot. Most of the Illinois schools are looking at me: Northern Illinois, Western Illinois, Southern Illinois.
How about you? St. Ambrose, by the way, that's a big deal. Yeah, that's a good school.
Well, see, the cool part about that is
good football school too.
That's where I was born at in the town that St.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, St. Ambrose is that.
Where is that?
The Quad Cities in Davenport.
Yeah.
And then I was up there visiting family at the time, and my uncle was like, you know your name's on one of the buildings there. And I said, do what? Thinking he was joking. He goes, no, while you're going to the camp, look left side of the road and you'll see a building that says Kreiter Hall. And he goes, I donated that for the medical part of it. And I was like, I thought he was joking. We drove by and there's my name on one of the buildings there. So
was he joking about having donated the medical part of the building?
No, he actually donated the building.
No kidding. Yeah. Good, well, good for you.
Family ties up in there. So
that'll help.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That'd be a nice way to get a scholarship. That's all right. Well, no, that doesn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about that. That's not what happens. Who knows what? That's the other thing. In this day and age, who knows what's illegal? Have you guys signed NIL like and image stuff yet?
No, I haven't.
I was just wondering, I was looking up there at your druthers ad there. Do you ever get any money kickback from that?
Ladies and gentlemen, he's talking about the ad right up there. I'm not going to. I can neither confirm nor deny how my recruiting went. I've got a couple stories I could probably share with you, but I'm not putting. Actually, 40 years ago, I could put them on TV. They were all above board and fun. Just a good okay, so the big season coming up. Last season, I was asking the coach there. Last season had such an odd little spring season. Have you guys just kept working out, or did you guys stop?
Go ahead.
I've been in recovery. I had a slight injury at the end of the last season, so I took this summer. I hit rehab pretty hard on my knee. Did whatever I was allowed to.
What's the matter with your knee?
I ended up having some torn cartilage, so they went in with an easy procedure, just a scope, and went up and cleaned it out. So
that's cool.
So just getting stronger, coming back. I feel like I'm moving better than ever, and I mean it's gonna be a good season.
How about you?
I've been running crazy all summer, going to places, and I've just been doing what I can in between. And went to some big schools like Virginia Tech, and they're telling me I need to be at around 200
Did you
pounds.
go to Virginia Tech?
Yes, sir.
How much does he want you to weigh?
200 pounds. So.
Okay. See now, this we're talking about Coach Justin Fuentes, right?
Yep.
That would be, I guess, a walk-on potentially situation. I mean, we're all just spitballing here, right?
Yeah, we don't.
It'd be great to get a scholarship. Let's put it out in the air to get a scholarship offer from Virginia Tech. Let's just say that over and over and over. I'm for that.
Maybe it'll come true.
There you go. You got to say it. Okay, now you were tight end last year. What was your number last year?
32. I've been 32 throughout high school.
Well, I noticed the necklace. I was wondering if that was brand new from getting the number, but not, huh?
No, I've had it for about 2 years.
So if you've had it for 2 years, when you were playing tight end, were you playing it with the intention of the coach to come down there and say, "Look, that's a running back number. I need you in the backfield running the ball"?
Well, I mean, it was just given to me, so I mean, I didn't really have a choice if I wanted to be a back number or not. But
well, they maybe the coaches gave it to you with the thought of that,
maybe
being a running back later. See, now they gave you. You've been 76 all the way, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know why you got that one, right?
I think I'm big or something.
It's the biggest jersey they have. My brother wore the 76, so yeah, that's about as big as they go. Yeah. So well, that maybe 72, I don't know, or I guess now 79 too. Right? Yeah. Well, okay. I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite game you've played?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say, I don't know. I really liked Carmine last year, and I really
I think
I'm gonna have to put CZR in front of it.
Oh, really?
Because I mean, we came in, we didn't know what was gonna happen. I mean, it was muddy. It was not the field conditions you were looking for.
And it was a tough game.
It was a tough game. I think it's probably the most competition we've had in conference my entire high school career. So I mean, it was fun to come in, have to fight, have to work, and still come out on top to a team that held up with Johnson City.
It's a quality team
within 6 points.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that really showed a bunch about our character, our playing, and our skill.
How about you? What's your favorite game you played?
Mater Day second round.
No kidding.
Atmosphere was unbelievable.
It was so packed and full and so cold. Now, all right, I've got to ask, since he's in the room, you go ahead and lie however much you want. But the coaches wear shorts whether it's 30 degrees or 100 degrees. It's amazing to me how they don't freeze up. Are they wearing shorts trying to appear tough, and does that make you think your coaches are really tough?
You go ahead.
They're not going to answer the question in front of the coach.
I don't know. You get hot out there. I mean, if I was sitting on the sidelines and I was moving around like them, I'd probably be wearing shorts too.
Oh, what a nice answer!
I mean, it's 30 degrees, whatever it was. I mean, you're jumping around, you're still gonna start sweating.
That's a nice answer. He's not going to pull you from the lineup, Logan, whether you answer it silly or not. You're watching Big Talk with Verse. We'll be back right after this. We got the Fairfield Mules on the show. Back right after this. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Welcome back, folks. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and this is Great Big Talk, as the smallest person in the room is over there at, what, 6 feet 2? 6'1"? 6'2" what?
6'2", about 180.
6'2", 180. So you got a little a weight to gain to get to that 200 pounds. As I am 6 feet 4 inches tall, cheating a little bit. 6 feet 3.5 barefoot, and I weigh well over 300 pounds. He is 6 feet 4.
No, about 6'2".
6'2", and you probably weigh 280 now.
About 275.
Okay. He didn't want to say, and we've already established that Logan is a big person. Logan, Kreiter, Camden, Robbins, Justin Townsend here from the Fairfield Mules. Fairfield has gone. They've gone undefeated in the conference the last couple of years. Who's the team we talked about who your favorite game was. Who's the one you want to beat just worse than anybody else? Camden, can you tell me?
Well, I'd have to say probably Johnson City with all the hype around it. It's supposed to be the showdown of the conference, and
that's the game you're looking forward to this year, huh?
Yes, sir.
How about you? You looking forward to the JC, or you looking forward maybe to? You got the new team coming in. You haven't played. You're looking at the Flora Wolves. You're not thinking about them?
No, I like he said. I mean, everyone's hyped up about Johnson City, and we just kind of want to go down and put all we got out.
Now you boys missed playing Johnston City last year. The way the schedule ended up working out, you get to play them this year, and they've got a kid who's going to go play Big Ten football up at Wisconsin. You have played against him as a sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
Does this put a little bit more of a cherry on top of the Sunday, maybe, with a kid going to Big Ten school?
Yeah, I definitely would say a lot about our team and say a lot about our skill positions, our line, and just the team in total. We can go down there and
knock them off,
shut down a big-time talent.
Have you tackled him before?
Well, unfortunately, I don't play defense. Not unfortunately. Fortunately, I don't play defense. That's Camden's job.
Have you tackled him before?
Yeah.
Was he tough to bring down?
Yeah. I mean, guys like that, you just waist down and hold on.
That's kind of the rule. That's what you teach them, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, now, I'm going to jump in here. The coach and me.
You go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the schedule. Our front half of our schedule is the tough part of our schedule. I mean, we go down to El Dorado, we're at Cesar, then we got Johnston City. I mean, and then Flora, and I feel like those are probably 4 of the top teams in the conference.
Now you said at Cesar, you mean Cesar at home, right?
Yeah, Cesar at home. Sorry.
Okay.
At El Dorado. So and
you are starting out a house of fire, aren't you? I didn't even realize that.
On the road, one at home. So we got to be ready to roll right off the bat. And which our kids will be, and we aren't gonna. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to playing Johnston City. We didn't get to play them in the spring. You hit on it. Anytime you get to play a Division I athlete, and then they had a quarterback move in from West Frankfort.
Oh, really?
So I mean, they're going to be good. And I think our big thing is, and I say it every year, just 1 week at a time. But you can kind of keep things in the back of your mind and keep games and opponents and be thinking about them, but you got to stay focused on the task at hand.
You mentioned Flora as the 4th game of the season, brand new to the conference. What do you know about the Wolves?
We're pretty familiar with them, honestly. Prior to this year, and I guess with COVID last year, we always played them in 7-on-7 a couple times in the summer. We played it because we weren't in the same conference, so it didn't really matter how many times we saw each other. They'd come to our place, we'd go to their place. I'm very familiar with their staff. I think they're excited coming in. They like to throw it around a little bit, and that's not something we typically see in our conference. I'm sure they're thinking that maybe that's going to be an advantage for them, and it quite frankly, it might be.
Yeah.
And I think this group that they have right now, that are juniors and seniors, had some success in junior high, so I'm excited about it though, and I didn't want to lose Chester.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask. It's kind of a better move for the conference though, getting, if only for a proximity reason.
Well,
right?
for us especially, and Carmi, and Chester would tell you the same thing. Them going to another conference,
they're going to the Cahokia.
I think there was years. I think how their schedule fell. They would go to Fairfield, to Carmi, to Edwards County.
Yeah.
And those are all 2.5 hour trips. And so for us to bring in Flora, our old rival, short trip, we're trading out that to go to Chester. That I'm excited about it. And I just think it helps our conference across the board.
And also, Flora has a new locker room, not for the visitors, but the visitors now get Flora's old locker room, which is a lot better than what the visitors used to have in Flora. They were still playing. The visitors were still in that locker room that you played in.
I remember my senior year, and it was the same locker room, but their shower was like a little. It was enclosed with concrete, so there's like 6 inches of water in there when you shower, and it was already there when you got there.
I went in there. I've been in there one time since I've been during their games, and I said, I'm not coming back into here.
Think about COVID back then. I mean, there was no telling what was in that water, but no, they got great facilities too. So and so on top of that, the shorter trip and
putting on the AD hat for a second, that's just a lot easier for you probably as well, isn't it?
Yeah, just the logistics and of a 35-40 minute trip as opposed to 2.5 hours. It seems like every time we went to Chester, something went wrong because of the 15 railroad tracks that you had to stop at every time on a bus,
because there was no good way to get there.
So. And like I said, Chester was a really good opponent, so I'm gonna miss that aspect of it. But I think
that was a fun place to play.
Right, a very very cool environment. One of our biggest program wins came at Chester.
Yeah, that's right.
I think back in I lose track of years.
I want to say that was 15 or 16.
When they were 8-0, we were 7-1. We went down there on a Friday night, upset them. earned a conference share, and then the next day El Dorado lost. So we won conference. I mean, that was one of our signature wins, I really think, for our program that kind of elevated us up. And
that's the kind of things that even though the players may not remember, there's an institutional memory. You guys, the coaches, all know about.
And I've had people once or twice a year that still talk about that game.
Is that right?
And so we're going to miss that aspect of it, but I think Flora is going to be super competitive right off the bat, and it's going to be good for us.
Looking at the rest of the conference, I guess, are any of the lower level teams improving? And we mentioned Christopher earlier. How about Hamilton County and some of the rest of them?
I think
I say lower level. I mean the teams have been struggling, is what I mean.
Yeah, I mean I think Hamilton County's got a new coach. I'll be interested to kind of see what they do in their approach. I still think, Christopher, I guess, is a little banged up right now.
Oh, really?
I still feel like they have a potential to be pretty good if they get their quarterback back healthy. And, the Carmi, you mentioned their battle in numbers, but, I mean, they return everybody from last year.
Oh, do they really?
Other than Simon, who hurt his knee.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everybody's back for them. So you'd like to think that they're going to be better.
And experience makes a heck of a difference. What's your numbers coming back to, starters?
We're about 5 or 6 on both sides of the ball. But what I like about that is a majority of them are offensive and defensive.
Is that right?
Yeah. And I use starters loosely because, I mean, we play a lot of guys.
Yeah.
We probably play more guys than any team in our conference.
And actually, I've noticed in your backfields, it's a lot of times it's just plug and fill anyway, different guys.
For the last few years, and this year will be no different, I mean, about every third or fourth series, we'll bring in a completely new backfield just to give those guys a break. Because a lot of times those are our two-way guys.
Yeah.
And then in the secondary, maybe we go to more of a passing defense, maybe a 4-2 look. We'll bring in another guy, or we'll switch out the O-lineman, D-lineman, or the D-lineman. So we play a lot of guys. We have a lot of guys with experience. We're definitely senior-dominated, and which is exciting.
Yeah.
Everything's starting to come together. That's our plan when we finish up camp, that you got a pretty good feeling on how things are. We still got a few spots that we're trying to, a big part of it's putting the puzzle together.
Right.
And I feel like we're in a good place with that.
Only a couple minutes left. That's you're a big Illini fan, I know, and a big Bears fan. Which were you more excited about? Brett Bielema going to Illinois or Justin Fields going to Chicago?
Really, honestly, excited about both of them.
Really?
Because I like what they're trying to do at Illinois. I think they're trying to get back to maybe a little bit of power football, good defense, which is kind of what we were built on in the 80s and 90s. And they're hitting Illinois hard.
Well, you've been there.
Wise.
You've been there, and you know how windy it gets. You've got to be able to have power football.
You got to be able to run the football. And so I think they're putting a major emphasis on that. And the hype around the program's a lot. I heard something the other day that we have more of the seniors that came back for their additional year.
Super seniors
than anybody in the nation. So, I mean, that's got to bode well. And then as far as Fields at quarterback, I like the fact that we have an athlete there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same concept in Chicago. A lot of times it's not easy to throw the football there, but I feel like he's going to be a dual threat guy.
He can run.
Right. And it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be the starter or if they're going to let Dalton start for a little while and groom him. That'll be a big question.
We'll see what happens. That's going to start in a couple of weeks. Our first game is what? August 27th?
Down at El Dorado.
August 27th at El Dorado. We've got the Mules on Wabash Catch TV 4 times this year, so be prepared to watch them on this particular channel. Camden Robbins, thank you so much for being here. Best of luck to you.
Thanks for having me.
Logan Kreiter, thank you so much for being here. Best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you very much.
Justin Townsend, thanks very much for coming up again, and congratulations again on the big promotion, and congratulations on the boy going to play basketball in McKendree. I was going to ask you about that.
Too much input.
Hey, folks, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great day.